The government is a black hole for our tax dollars. That is an undeniable fact, and I'm going to break down a lot of that today in this video. What I'm talking about goes into many different items, but I want to get into the parking tickets and other tickets that are non-trivial, the things that are considered crimes but are really not trivial to real reality. Spy camera fines cost drivers $135 million. They're talking about small infractions that really are not, for example, something like murder or rape or these sort of things. They're basically just revenue generating crimes that are only crimes sometimes because the government waved their magic wand. So I'll get into this once again. This is an issue that I brought up in a recent video. Local courts revive debtors' prison for overdue fines and fees. They're really just trying to generate revenue, and when they can't generate revenue, they'll end up putting you into the jail system, and I've gone into that in other videos. I won't get into that. I want to also mention once again that the city of Toronto, which has less than 3 million people, generated $94 million in revenue in a single year. And what about New York? New York generated $600 million in revenue in a single year. Where does this money go? I'd like to discuss where the money is really going, and it's being siphoned into the government system. Now, what is the government? Really is just a mafia. That's really all government is. Take a look at Obama. He is an excellent golfer, so I hear, and he gets a lot of practice. That's usually how it works. Practice makes perfect. So he is basically on the receiving end of our tax dollars, making a considerable amount of money. Now, it's not just Obama. Obama is simply one puppet among many. I'm just using this as an example, but there are individuals in the government structure who are benefiting from this, with the way that our tax system is set up. And one of those very popular examples is the Solyndra scandal. And basically, for those who don't know, this is one of those green energy companies that didn't do a single thing, basically didn't even exist except on paper. They got a nice hefty bailout thanks to Obama. He was very generous to them and gave them our tax dollars. And what happened? They went bust. And this is one of many. See, GE gets the waivers, and Solyndra gets the money, and the big bankers get it, and JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs, and everyone's getting the tax dollars. And where are these tax dollars coming from? From the taxpayer, of course, and that is being siphoned away. And there's many different reasons for that. I've discussed it over and over again, but I'd like to say that for me, I can only see this as a method to evaporate the middle class. That's who's ultimately have to pay these tickets. The super rich Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, they don't have to pay these kind of tickets. It's the middle class that are dealing with this. I would just wanted to bring that to light. It is pretty obvious what they're doing here. They're trying to generate revenue for their criminal system. For the example of Toronto, you have only 3 million people in the city, and it's generating 94 million in revenue. Where is it going? It's going to the friends, to the insiders, to the crony capitalist environment that we have. Okay, guys, if you like this video, of course, please give it a thumbs up. And I always like the good news and the constructive criticism.